All right, so let's talk about a car a lot of people have been quietly waiting for. And honestly, I think it could be one of Volvo's most important releases in years, the upcoming Volvo EX60. Now, if you've followed Volvo for a while, you already know they've been on a serious transformation journey, moving away from old-school combustion engines and stepping confidently into an electric-first future. And the EX60 feels like the moment where everything they've learned finally comes together in one perfectly sized SUV. From the first glimpses and early hints, the design is exactly what you'd hope for. It's clean, modern, and unmistakably Scandinavian. Think smooth surfaces, strong shoulders, and just enough aggression to remind you this isn't a soft family crossover. The front end is expected to follow the new electric Volvo look, with a closed-off grille, sleek LED lighting, and that signature Thor's hammer daytime running light design, but sharper and more futuristic. It still feels premium, but not flashy. Very Volvo. Around the sides, the proportions are expected to be balanced and athletic, with a slightly higher stance than the older models. It looks ready for everyday city driving, but also confident enough to rougher roads or a spontaneous weekend escape. At the back, expect clean LED light signatures and a solid, planted look that makes the car feel wider and more stable than before. Now, let's talk about what's under the skin, because this is where things get really interesting. The EX60 is expected to be fully electric, built on Volvo's next-generation platform. While some people still associate this segment with hybrid power, Volvo is clearly leaning hard into electric performance. That said, the driving feel is expected to borrow the smoothness and instant response people loved in Volvo's hybrid models, just without the noise or emissions. Quiet, quick off the line, and effortless to drive. Power delivery should be strong but controlled. This isn't about crazy acceleration numbers, it's about confidence. Whether you're merging onto a highway, overtaking slower traffic, or cruising through the city, the EX60 should feel calm and capable at all times. And yes, even though it's an electric SUV, off-road ability hasn't been forgotten. Volvo has always focused on real-world usability, and the EX60 is expected to offer all-wheel drive variants, good ground clearance, and smart traction systems. No, it's not a hardcore off-roader, but snow, gravel roads, mud, rain, or uneven terrain shouldn't be a problem at all. It's the kind of SUV that makes you feel comfortable taking the long way home. Step inside, and this is where Volvo usually wins people over. The interior is expected to be minimal, modern, and incredibly calming. Sustainable materials will likely be front and center, with high-quality fabrics, soft-touch surfaces, and clean design lines. The dashboard will probably be dominated by a large central touchscreen with Google-based software, making navigation, music, and everyday controls super intuitive. The digital driver display should be clean and easy to read without overwhelming you with information. Volvo has always been great at making technology feel friendly, and the EX60 should continue that tradition. Seating comfort is expected to be excellent, with plenty of space for passengers in the back and a practical cargo area that works for family life, road trips, or just daily errands. Safety, of course, is pure Volvo. Expect advanced driver assistance systems, smart sensors, and cutting-edge collision prevention tech working quietly in the background. The goal isn't to show off, it's to make you feel relaxed and protected every time you're behind the wheel. Now let's talk pricing, because this is where the EX60 could become a real game changer. While official numbers aren't out yet, expectations are that it will sit slightly above the older XC60, reflecting its electric platform and new technology. That puts it in a very competitive space. Premium, yes, but not out of reach for buyers who want luxury, safety, and electric driving without stepping into ultra-expensive territory. When you compare it to past models, especially the XC60, the EX60 feels like a clear evolution rather than a replacement. It keeps everything people loved: comfort, safety, understated luxury, and removes the compromises. No engine noise, fewer moving parts, smoother driving, and a much more future-focused experience. In many ways, the EX60 feels like the perfect middle ground in Volvo's lineup. Not too big, not too small, practical, stylish, and forward-thinking. It's the kind of SUV that doesn't scream for attention, but quietly impresses you more and more the longer you live with it.
If Volvo gets the pricing right and delivers on the promise, the EX60 could easily become one of the most popular electric SUVs in its class. And honestly, for anyone who's been waiting for a premium electric SUV that feels mature, safe, and genuinely usable every day, this one is definitely worth keeping an eye on. If you're excited about where Volvo is heading, the EX60 might just be the model that convinces a lot of people to finally make the switch to electric and feel good about it.